Hey y'all, we are back again. We have a lot to get through, so we're just gonna get going. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me. J for justice. J4. Give me a second, guys. What is her tag? We'll just put his in here for now. Okay, I'll fix it later. Anywho, all right, here we go. Let me quickly say hi to everybody. Sorry, I had to back it off a couple times, but we are ready to go now. Hey, One Way Street. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Helen. Good to see you. Claus, Kathy. Let me scan these. Sheila. Janice. Hippie Chick. My eyes are going cross today. I've done too much of this. My eyes are like, okay, it's time. It's time for a break. Hey, Thor. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot going on out here, y'all. Ella. Brianna. Dimple Duck. Sheila again. Nicole. Dynamite. Julie R. Scooter McBooters. Cash. Molly Drake. Kaz. Let me see. How many times can I make my eyes water today? Dragonfly, I just stuck a lash to my eyeball. Girl Next Door, Shelma. Lurker, Miss Brittany, Meg. Small Wildflowers, Chica, Bo, Beaverhausen, Kathy P, Marcy, Ava, Kimberly, Tonka Girl, Kathy, multiple Kathys in the house, Bridget, Dark Horse Justice, Freeside, I Am Groat Revival, Alyssa, Natalie, Hoodie and a Crowbar, Miss Leah, Peppermint Tea, Cheesy Weezy, NCTC, Chapped, good to see you, dear. Penny for your thoughts, Brett, yep, Sparrow, Tia, Robin, Darby. We're almost there. Maligator, like alligator, but Maligator. Pixie. Some of your guys' names crack me up. Lisa. Last breadstick. There's another one. Chief Queef. Sorella Lee. You're making it a lot. Dang creators trying to get clicks debunking other creators. Wow. Did you get lost? Did you get lost today? Daisy, Annabella. Are you guys okay? Robert, is everybody okay out there? Hey, Tori. Hey, Scotty. Mimi of 8, True Crime Comedy Chat Channel. All right. I think we made it through. We got some good names in here today. All right. Hey, Liz. Hey, KCG. Okay, we're going to hop right into this. Yeah, Tim Ballard. There is stuff going on in the lawsuit there. I will be looking into it and getting some of that other stuff out too, because what an epic shit show that's becoming. Hey, Trish. I've been watching it all along and I'm just like, oh, not again. Hey, Generally. Okay. So we're going to just go ahead and take a gander over here. So we're going to start with T-Rev 757. This is all based on the BS that they're putting out here publicly, the BS that they're doing, all of the crap, you know. But we're going to take it a step back. So I did talk about how what he did last night was problematic, but I think I want to start back one more time. So the reason why we're going to look at this is because this is part of Seth, the biologic father's team. It is absolutely interesting that these people are part of the team. So we're going 2 nights ago. We're going to go up a little bit because he had somebody call into his show. That person happens to be the PI. That's Heather, that supposedly was working with Seth.
Some sort of taunt or some sort of threat, like that would make Seth stop saying whatever he was saying.
We got to fast forward it.
Ran away. How much?
Do you see an RV?
Hold on.
Bounce around and
she's at the very end.
the crime.
Way easier to do that. Yeah. Coming in hot. She sent an email. Hold up 1 second. 1 second.
So this is going to be Heather. That is the PI, the newest PI that's been hired on. But according to Chloe, they're not getting paid. They're volunteer. I don't know.
Your caller.
Answer that right now. Hold on 1 second. And I will get you on though. I see you 330. Okay, I'm calling her right now. Got it.
He's
done.
calling Heather.
Your call has been forwarded to.
Oh, I got you, Heather. I got the number.
Before we get into this, remember, we've seen that Seth's team consists of 2 PIs. One of the PIs was in some way, shape, or form responsible for the RSO, which is Ronnie Wagner of Brothers Underwater Recovery, who is a registered sex offender who was out there searching for Sebastian. That's part of this team, T-Rev 757. Think about all the moving pieces right now. Terry Lynn records a phone call a month ago. We knew it existed. Then it gets released the day after the web sleuths. Like, think about all of the things that are going on right now, all of the deflection, all of the distractions, because we're going to listen to this from 2 nights ago. And then I'm going to show you what happened last night. And if you don't think something's fishy going on here, I don't know what's going on.
I got you. I got the number.
I'm here.
Okay, Heather, what's going on?
What a mess. I'm so sorry. I'm here.
It's okay.
Okay, so I wanted to update you. I spent the entire day chasing down your caller, your tipster, about the video.
Oh God, what happened with that?
So, I did the reverse search. I tracked it down.
So the PI is chasing down leads that T-Rev and his group of misfits are sending her. Sounds a little odd to me.
It ended up being the same person that had drove up to Chloe at the Rudder.
Wow.
It was the same person. I asked him if he had a video. He said he never said he had a video. I told him that I heard, and it was the same voice. And I told him that I heard his voice on T-Rev, and I said, I heard you say you have a video. And he says his son sounds exactly like him. And he said his son is autistic, and he's got 2 sons, he said 18 and 19. And it could have been either one of them. And his son lives with him. And he said if he finds out that his son called in and said something like that, he's going to whoop his ass.
Damn.
But yeah.
Wait a second. Did she just say that somebody said that they were going to whoop their son's ass? Meanwhile, they're raking Chris over the coals. Say it ain't so.
But I'm like, dude, like, it was you, man. Like, it's your voice. He said that he does believe he saw her car on the side of the road. He was driving by. He was half asleep. It was 6 o'clock in the morning. It was a grayish blue Infinity. He said he couldn't put his hand on the Bible and swear that it was her, but that he does think that it's her, but he never said that he has a video.
Wow. That's crazy. He said it right here on the live. If it is his voice.
Yeah. It was the same voice. It was the same. He says his son sounds just like him, and he says he told his son about it. So maybe it was his son. And he says if it was his son, then he's gonna whip his ass because he never said nothing about a video.
Okay, let's pause for a moment because I want to make sure you're all understanding the severity of how much chaos is going on. Let me back it up for a minute. So ever since Seth was offered this polygraph, in my opinion, on Nancy Grace, things have gotten even stranger and stranger. You notice Nancy Grace has not came out and told us any of the results. Then we have PIs who get involved and they go on web sleuths. Then there's this whole, you guys have seen that going around. Everybody's been covering it. So that goes sideways. Seth comes up. Chris is on there. Everybody's talking about it. Well, then next thing you know, we have a call that's been recorded with Chris to paint the narrative that Chris is this verbally aggressive, unhinged, that Terry Lynn and her crew are trying to paint. Then you have T-Rev over here. There's supposed sightings. We don't know anything confirmation from law enforcement at this point. Seth is, I guess, according to Dolly Vision, Seth is the one, or Seth's claiming it possibly is him. I don't know. It's just wild to me. But then you have PIs calling into YouTube channels, calls being released. There seems to be a really hefty narrative being pushed by Seth's team and a lot of deflection. Meanwhile, why hasn't Nancy Grace done her show and told us the results of Seth's polygraph? Why is Nancy not covering this anymore? Anybody got questions? Because the whole team over there that he associates with, there's just so much. Who's doing this and why? What's the point of all of this? Now they're calling in tips to the PI because somebody called into the show. Oh, just wait, it's going to get worse. There's so much confusion and chaos. Unnecessary. But what for? Why is this all happening?
Oh my goodness. He absolutely said it here live, whoever that was, whether it's his son or
yeah,
him.
I mean, I heard it, but I just, so, you know,
Rickety. Yeah.
I've worked cases in the past under the capacity of a podcaster. And when I work cases like that,
she's worked under a podcaster before. Huh.
That, like the Swift case, for anybody that's done any digging into me, like when I don't have a client and I'm not working it necessarily as a PI, I can be more, you know, open about my thoughts and feelings and opinions. In this particular case, I'm working as a PI, and therefore I have to be more professional about keeping my thoughts and opinions and, you know, all that to myself. So I'm only
an unpaid PI. Is there a contract? Chloe says she's not getting paid. She's volunteer. So what?
only going to speak on facts.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are gonna talk a lot. Trail cam, yeah, he did say trail cam, Joan. I thought it was a
He
trail.
did. Yeah, I know, that's what I heard. And he said there was like 4 or 5 other people that saw the car, and I asked him if he could get me those other 4 or 5 people's names, and he said that he does know that they have trail cams and that there's moonshine. He told me, be careful if I go up in there because there's moonshine stills and blah, blah, blah. He said, but he would try to get me the other people's names so that I could reach out and see what they have to say. But this whole thing about a video, like,
so Heather's being paid and Chloe's not, but Chloe was brought in first and organized these searches and cleared these searches with an RSO underneath her. And Terry is out here recording calls with Chris because she's helping Nina with the child custody case. Yeah, that's why Terry's recording calls. For those of you in the back that didn't know, she's attempting to help Nina with the custody case against Chris. That's why she's recording calls with Chris.
like what I think, honestly, and I am kind of going out of the realm of fact and into what I think, but I think the guy really believes he saw her car. And I think he just took it a bit far by claiming to have a video.
Yeah, like why would you say email it in right now? He acted like he was talking to someone in the background too. Dirty, like email it in right now. Email it.
Mm-hmm.
Like who was he talking to?
You sure would think so, wouldn't you? Yeah. Interesting how that's all. And then it gets released after the web sleuth chaos.
His son, allegedly. I don't know.
I have no idea. I just know that when I got him on the phone, he absolutely denied ever even saying that he had a video. I see people are asking me about the picture, and I do believe that that is Sebastian. I want to believe that that is Sebastian.
This is the PI, you guys. The PI. I think we all would like to believe that this is Sebastian because it would prove that he's okay in some capacity. I think everybody would love to believe that this is him. Factually speaking, do we know? No, we don't. I think that's the hope. But this is a PI who is supposed to be working in professional capacity with the family of a missing child.
And I feel like, honestly, up until seeing that picture, a lot of us, you know, felt like we might be looking for a body.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, that has given a lot of us hope, because I mean, I'm in a peculiar position right now because
A peculiar position right now because you're on YouTube blabbing, calling into T-Rev show. Just wait, she's going to even fangirl for him. Like I said, this was 2 nights ago. Just wait, it's going to even get weirder with stuff he pulled last night.
and I'm being really transparent with you guys. You know, when I started working this case, Seth told me that he wanted me to try to communicate with them, and he gave me permission to communicate with Chris and Katie. And as you know,
why would he give you permission? You would be working for your client, but in order to get to the bottom of it, of course, there would be open communication. What? Sebastian's mom is the last one who factually saw Sebastian. You would have to. What?
A lot of our communications have been quite hostile.
Right.
And I've kept all that very close to the vest. I'm not sharing any, you know, details about those conversations or audios or anything like that. I'm trying to be very professional and respectful in that way.
Ma'am, this ain't it. This ain't it. Calling into T-Rev show, this ain't it. This isn't professional at all, in any way, shape, or form.
But at this point, I feel like I have gained their trust, and I'm in a peculiar position because at this point,
You've gained their trust. Meanwhile, associating and working with everybody that's trying to somewhat set them up, it seems a little fishy to me. That's my opinion.
cordial with Chris and Katie, and I am cordial, of course, with my client, Seth. And there's this kind of, I feel almost kind of like stuck in the middle right now.
Yeah.
Because it's just a very peculiar position, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But
did you get an update on those SOs in the area? Did you ever look into that?
Why don't you ask her flat out? Did you ever get rid of the one you guys were having doing your searches for you? Why don't you ask a question like that? I think the PI should be asked. Why are you being evasive on the questions of the RSOs that we're doing searches for you guys? Ronnie Wagner, Brothers Underwater Recovery. Please do your due diligence. That guy should not be in any Facebook group soliciting any families going through tragedies. That guy should not be around any missing children. He is a registered sex offender.
I looked into the one, and, you know, I mean, I've worked this case. Seth actually expressed some concern for me today that I'm getting too stressed out and whatever. Like, I'm working this case pretty much around the clock.
Yeah.
And he wants me to kind of take a break and relax a little bit.
CJ was associated with the RSO, yes. He helped him raise funds to get down there. So it sounds like how the actual chain of things went. The PIs Chloe reached out and got a hold of Brothers Underwater and some other people to come in and do searches for them. They kind of navigated that. Then CJ, who was boots on the ground searching, linked up with Brothers Underwater because he wanted places specifically searched. Isn't it weird that it was about Sebastian's glasses? If you go back to the interview that Seth popped on the channel when he was on CJ's, and they talk about the glasses, and the glasses were, interestingly enough, found in the vicinity of Chris Proudfoot's parents' area. Meanwhile, we know that they weren't his, but isn't that just ironic? All of the different pieces here. But CJ wanted to link up with them so he could have a boat and do searches and so on and so forth. So he linked up with Brothers Underwater Recovery. Yes. Yeah. Now he's been whining and crying because for his protection and his safety, he can't go out there and search anymore because we put it on blast that these people are careless and ridiculous and self-serving.
You know, I've just been pulled in so many different directions, and I know Chloe has too. She works just as hard, and I know a lot of people.
Oh, you meant the other way. I don't want to know anything about that. None of my business. I don't care what anybody does in their bedroom. That's their deal.
You know, ask the question about, you know, pro bono versus paid. Chloe's been working this pro bono for since, like, I don't even know, like the second week or something, for quite a while.
I don't know if you can answer this question. I got a quick question for you that I want to slip in there because people keep sending me this damn picture over and over again in the email of the same woman, or like a woman that said they're thinking it's the same woman. And I don't know if you could clear that up or not. I've already talked to Seth a little bit, and he's like, my sister lives in Texas, you know, and
you
know, he cleared it up himself, but in general, I don't know if you can clear that up as far as, you know.
Oh, yeah. See, that's something I really don't feel comfortable trying to comment on at this moment, because it's like you got.
Keisha, let me explain something very clear to you, because you're obviously new here or haven't got the point of this yet. This is an active missing child. When misinformation and disinformation is intentionally placed in a active missing child's case, it is dangerous. When you have people who are reckless and self-serving, and they bring out registered sex offenders and they're videotaping people in their neighborhoods, driving by people's homes, harassing and stalking the family of a missing person, first and foremost, we don't even have a crime at this point in time, factually speaking, but a lot of people don't like to do that. You think you're entitled to your opinions, and to totally put it out here like it's factual, run with speculations, attempt to destroy people's lives, right? Because we have a missing child, potentially a runaway. No crime committed, but the true crime creators think it's their right to create a crime. And then, you know, oh, let's grab this character today and slide it right in there and make them guilty of something because, God forbid, they popped their child on the butt with a fucking belt. That correlates to cold-blooded murder, right? This is a lot fucking deeper than opinions. This is harm, active fucking harm in a missing child. Tell me exactly what awareness they're bringing besides what idiots they look like, how they don't give a shit about the missing people because they're so busy trying to play a game of Clue out here, build a character, build a narrative, and then sell it to the best dumbass you could get. Tell me how that's helping. Your opinion, you're entitled to your opinion. When you paint narratives to condemn people who should be rallied around in support because, factually speaking, we don't have any evidence of a fucking crime. I hope you could sit down someday and realize that if this was your family and what's being done to you, the allegations of SA against Chris by Sweetie Pilo and her fucking source, you're going to see more bullshit with T-Rev. This isn't opinions anymore. This is harmful. This is going to this could have outcomes long lasting, and it will. It absolutely will. These families, you all get to go back to your daily lives, right? We all get to just shut it off and go back to our lives. These families are dealing every day with the rumors and the speculation while having a missing child. If you really cared about missing people, you would bring awareness to missing people instead of trying to paint a narrative that there's been a crime committed and the worst possible outcome. Like, people are salivating over the worst possible outcome here. It's fucking gross. So you can keep your opinions. You probably won't like mine, but I'm not speaking opinions. I'm speaking fucking facts. Because missing people, victims, people going through vulnerable times, Your opinion isn't necessary when it comes to their protection. Your opinions don't trump victims' rights. And that's what people seem to think in true crime. P.S. This sector isn't the true crime sector. Let me be very clear. Let me say it again. None of you are true crime. You're opportunistic, exploitive pieces of trash who prey on the vulnerable and call it a career. Meanwhile, you don't educate yourself. You don't give a shit about the victims. They're just content for you, right? Because of your job.
People over here pointing and saying this woman is so and so, and then you got people over here saying this woman is so and so, and it's you know, I don't know, but all I know is that does look like
Spirit. You can point out that what I'm doing isn't it's bringing awareness to how disgusting this has gotten and how much of an impact this is going to have on the future of one of these cases. Abso-fucking-lutely. Well, you don't see the point. Well, you think I'm just here to play footsies with these fucking grimy creators. This is called, this is too far. Victims have rights and should be protected, especially children.
Like Sebastian, and I think everybody pretty much agrees on that. Yeah. So, and I can't say a whole lot beyond that because then I would be breaking confidentiality. But
absolutely,
I can't say much more than that. But I don't really care. Like, I just called into a show because, you know, like, how fucking professional.
I respect it, 100%.
Yeah.
If you can't speak on something, you can't speak on it, and that's just the way it is. Can you confirm this for me? And this is just my curiosity: is the photo, or when you did say you sat down with the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, right? And when you said that, yeah. I just what gets to me so much is that they're stating that he took the trash to the end of the driveway to the bin, but went back in, but never to be seen again. Are they, how 100% sure are they that that was him?
What I've heard about that video is that
oh, thank you for the reminder. Yes, I forgot about that. By the way, you can go watch the video I did, The Tide is Turning Again, with CJ and BJ on it. Thank you, Janice, for reminding me of this. At 1626 in that, CJ says his community reached out to Brothers Underwater Recovery because he was looking for a boat. Timestamp 1626 in my The Tide is Turning Again video. Thank you, Janice.
Even though it's not real clear, that you can really tell that it's him by the way that he runs. And so from that,
Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you. This is not a criminal case right now. This is an open investigation. It has not been ruled as a criminal case. No. They don't have evidence enough to push it to a criminal case. Currently, it is just an open investigation.
I gather that he must have done a little run back in or something.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that because people's are, you know, I've heard law enforcement say that he took the trash. So I'm thinking in my head, okay, you guys seen the video, you have a video or seen it or know it's him in general.
Yeah, and I don't, you know, like I said, I don't think it was exactly clear, like you couldn't see his face or whatever. And a lot of people have commented, you know, I mean, he's about the same height and weight as like his mother. So, well, what if it was his mother? But I think it's really more about the way he moves or the way he walks / runs. That it was clear that it was him.
Yeah, that's good. And I heard about the clothes. They used the clothes that he wore the night before for scent trail. I did hear that.
That's what I was told.
This is Heather, the PI that came on a couple weeks ago. And the first thing she did was go on Surviving the Survivor and say a bunch of stuff. This is Heather that's speaking. She was brought in after Chloe. Chloe said she's not being paid. Heather acts like she's being, I don't know what the hell is truthfully going on. If there's contract signed, none of it's professional, truly.
But then I was also told that they use the inside of a shoe, the sole of a shoe. So, you know, I was told, and you heard me on Web Sleuth when I was repeating the conversation that I had with the Proudfoot.
Yes,
where
ma'am.
they had told me that the clothes were accounted for, that law enforcement does have them, that they were used as articles for the scent dogs. So I don't know. I mean, that's what they told me. And then I was also told later that it was the inside of a shoe. But I do believe the clothes are accounted for. I think that if they weren't accounted for, then law enforcement would be telling the public to watch, to look for those clothes.
Okay. Chris cleared this up on Web Sleuths. Chris spoke on this on Web Sleuths. There's no need for this again. Like, why is she retracting what? How counterproductive is this? I thought you wanted to be on the same page when Chris cleared this up and said law enforcement took X, Y, Z. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Why are all these people jumping in and getting involved in this and doing things so one-sided with all of these narratives and the deflection? It makes no sense. And why is it only these grimy bottom-feeding channels that do this, that they continue to get comfy with?
Are we believing that this is Sebastian? Because when I seen this, it was just like, man, this is like right on the money.
Sarah, right?
I think it's him.
Hey, y'all coming in too. Sorry, I've seen some new names in here. Welcome in. Sorry, I am not in the mood for anybody's bullshit at this point in time. Sorry. I am very blunt. I don't sugarcoat shit. I apologize all the time for being a little bit rough around the edges, but there's no way of saying this that's going to be palatable for everybody. This is fucked up. Period, point blank, end of story. These families deserve better. These children deserve better. And when you have opportunistic pieces of shit who are looking to prey off of people's worst days, it will never sit okay for me. And I'm sick and tired of people like this doing this. My live earlier, I'm so sick of people twisting and shoving shit and saying shit. Like, it's out of hand. This is a 15-year-old minor that is missing. At one point in time, awareness was brought to the missing. Now they're used for content for a true crime game of who said what. The base of the story has never changed. And now you have just more bullshit going on.
Me too.
I think it's him. I do.
I think it's him too. And I hope, whatever happened, it could be cleared. I hope this doesn't ruin anything as far as, this photo being released. I've seen it circulated from Facebook, then all the way to me and Discord and all over the place on Twitter or X. And then, it's everywhere now, but I hope it is. I
think I've got that in my inbox at least 200 times today. Everybody's like, have you seen this? Have you seen this? And I'm like, yes, thank you.
So she's a PI who works off of Facebook Messenger tips. Huh. And those tips are flooding in because of T-Rev. And, how many times have we seen him associated with tips being sent in? He's funneled tips to Seth before, and Seth has turned those into the T. Something isn't sitting right here, you guys. It's not. And after the next part that I'm going to show you, you'll get, I hope, more what I'm saying. I'm going to try to get to Jay for justice in this one too, because she's out here just spinning shit with these lights and doing way too much. But hell, she hit 100K and she's just going to keep that grift going, in my opinion. Nothing personal against her either, but it is what it is. You can see what's going on.
It did give me chills too. I see some people say it gave me chills. It gave me chills when I seen it because it looks just like him. Identical. Yeah. Damn near. I mean.
Yep. So I think right now what we're kind of waiting for, and I've said to a few people, I'm like, I think something big's about to happen. I think that if law enforcement is confident enough that it is him, that we're probably going to see this be taken over by FBI pretty quick, because it's immediately going to be a federal case being.
Ma'am, FBI has been assisting all along. Mind you, that's why we all thought it was ridiculous about the whole petition for the FBI to take over when they've been assisting all along. The TBI, the FBI, the Secret Service, and Sumner County have all been involved. Again, we don't know the validity of this picture yet. It has not been confirmed by factual sources at this time.
That it's crossed over state lines.
That's exactly what I said here earlier. I said, man, this is cross state lines, North Carolina, FBI. I wouldn't be surprised if they're on it already.
Oh my God, they've been involved, you idiots. Brianna says, Sebastian is still out there somewhere. He may be watching and listening to every word, and the things these people are doing to and saying about his family, his father included, may well be the reason he never goes home. Yeah. Yeah, that just like what we were talking about, Brie. By the way, I really enjoyed that. Brianna called me in between, and it was a great vent session. It felt good to get it off my chest. Y'all have been keeping my head above water because this is so frustrating, and you guys are feeling it too.
You know?
Yep. Again, I can't comment. So
yeah,
but I do think that a lot of people are taking this very seriously.
Hey, Chico.
I'm so glad, and hopefully we hear some very, very good news in the next 24 to 48 hours about this. I hope we do.
I think the prayers are working, and I love that prayer warrior of yours. I think it's just amazing how the people and their prayers have just. I don't think that really honestly the PIs, law enforcement, you know, I think that it's the prayers that are really behind the movement.
I feel it too. We pray here every day. We pray here every single day, at least once to 2 times. And if not, you'll hear 4 or 5 callers pray too. So
well, hell yeah, you do. You're a trad-evangelist. It's called a televangelist mixed with tragedy pimp. Typical, you know, you got to hit grift from all angles: religious, faith-based manipulation, emotional manipulation, all of it, all in one.
So there's a lot.
And again, you can have whatever views on religion. That's your relationship with who you believe in. But I'm going to show you why this is all a bunch of crock of shit.
A lot of people that are just in this boy's corner to come home and to be alive, and you know, and that's what we're all thinking. And when I seen this, that's what gave me that hope. I'm like, wow, like a lot of us could be wrong. This looks like him. Yep. So
absolutely. All right, T-Rev, I love you. I think you're amazing, and I hope you guys have a great
T-Rev, I love you. Ma'am, he makes music videos out of missing children and searches for missing children. T-Rev, I love you. Well, let me guess, you're an Upchurch fangirl too? Especially after what he did to Kylie Rodney's family. I mean, I'm sure T-Rev did the same shit. This isn't the first families we've seen them do this to. How many more are they going to have to? How many more?
Evening. I'm signing off and going to try to get some sleep.
Thank you, Heather. I appreciate you. God bless you. And thank you for filling us in on that information too about that dude. That stuff's crazy.
Yes, sir. We need to put the rumors to rest. And
we need to put the rumors to rest. Meanwhile, she goes on YouTube to start more. Isn't that ironic? But then they avoid questions like, is there an RSO out there searching? Yeah, they know that factually. They knew that factually, but didn't want to answer that. But they're going to call into shows like this. Cool.
Sure. You know, I mean, that's not to say that he didn't. I can't speak on whether, you know, on that side of it. I just know the facts. And the fact is that he does not have a video, and he denied it to me. So
I love you too, Kat.
Thank you so much for checking into that. And thank you for the update on that, because people have been blowing me up like crazy over it. But now hopefully we can put it to bed. Thank you, Heather. I hope you have a great night. God bless you. Stay blessed. Shout out to Heather. We appreciate it.
Oh, don't forget the soundboard. Claps all around.
Still what I'm saying, you know? Shout out to her. Man, we've been on almost 6 hours. Oh, we've been on 6 hours. You already know what time it is.
6-hour show.
I need to go eat before I fall out. You're amazing. Thank you, Veronica. Keep up your great talent. God bless you. Thank you, Veronica. I appreciate that. Carrie says, so you're saying Seth knows the woman in pink in North Carolina? No, he didn't say he knew her. He said he knew the woman in pink on the far right picture, which is this one down here. Of course, he knows that woman right here at the bottom, but her, no, he doesn't know her. As far as I know, he knows her. So again, you know, these are things that are being looked into. I appreciate you, Carrie. Thanks for the support to the channel. Spud Smith says, imagine the next time we see Seth, he's in cuffs with his not sister in the photo. Damn, Spud Smith. May not be the popular opinion. Appreciate the support to the channel. Appreciate all mindsets. It is what it is. A lot of people may respectfully disagree, but I appreciate you having the courage to, you know.
And now people are going after Seth. I mean, they warned Seth after Seth came out and said that he was going to work with Chris and Katie, you know, for the common goal of finding their son. all of their son, you know, what it should have been. Then he pretty much got it dangled in front of his face by JLR and others that, well, that's a bad decision. They were gauging the temperature of the chat. So now you see all the chaos and confusion that's gone on. But let's take it a step forward. Let's go ahead and show you one more thing here from this little grimy bugger. And no, I don't like him. Y'all know
I
don't sugarcoat shit. Not going to do it today, tomorrow, or any other day for anybody. Just not how I work. All right, let me go over here. Let me take this comment off the screen. 6 hours, yeah, 6 hours. Oh, he rotates back and forth between his spirit box shit and this. Like, it is absolutely, her name's Heather. Her name's Heather something. It just blinked. She said it the other day. It'll come to me. Give me a second. That one is the one that you just heard on T-Rev show is Heather something. It starts with a C, I think. It starts with a C. She is Cohen. Thank you, baby Firefly. Thank you. Heather Cohen, and then the other one is Chloe. They're supposedly well-respected. Bullshit. I wouldn't hire either one of them if they, sorry, not sorry. Nope, not. Okay, so now we're going to go to T-Revs from last night. Buckle up. You thought that was bad? Hold the hell on if you haven't seen this, because this is about to get sickening. You'll notice we are 1 hour, 34 minutes into the, or 1 minute, 34 seconds into this. We're right at the beginning of this stream. It's called Sebastian Rogers, Possible Sighting in NC. Seen on camera by Ellie. Live call-ins, okay? This is what we're starting out with. Pay attention because we're going to break this down. Actually, I'm going to slow. Did I speed that up? No. Okay, we're going to
go. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream.
Okay, notice his eyes. We're going to watch this a couple times. But notice right away, watch what he's doing.
Make sure you hit the like button as you're coming in tonight. We are going to be talking about, again, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. There has been some events that have been taking place the last 24 hours. I've been very close, you know, talking to Seth and just seeing what's going on. And again, it's unconfirmed whether this is Sebastian. It's unconfirmed. And there's a lot of hope that it is Sebastian. So I do want to give you that news and let you know that this is still being checked into very thoroughly, if you get what I'm saying. And we will get down to the bottom of it to know if it was Sebastian or not in this picture that you're looking at on the screen. What's going on, Starry? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see everybody in here. I see a lot of familiar faces and names. Diane, what's going on? Robin, welcome to the stream. The Purple, nice to see you. I'm about to open up the lines from the jump because I definitely want to hear from you guys. And what
I'm about to open up the lines from jump. How often does he do that? How often does he open up the lines from jump? Wait for it, though.
Your thoughts are maybe what you've been seeing around.
He sure seems to be really busy getting everything arranged, right? Notice the call-in number across the bottom? Okay, hold on. Whoa, wait a second. A phone ring already? We're 2 minutes, 39 seconds in.
Damn, can't even talk. But it's all right, though. 239, what's on your mind? Talk to me.
Notice his little grin. Anybody else feel a little uncomfortable already? Oh, you're about to get real uncomfortable.
Hello?
What's going on, brother? How you doing tonight?
Listen, man, I've been trying to get in touch with you. This is Chris Proudfoot's cousin.
Okay.
This is Chris Proudfoot's cousin. First caller, 2 minutes in. This is Chris Proudfoot's cousin. Yo, T-Rev, wasn't it your little grimy ass that had the call-in supposedly that got you on to some media about the Idaho 4 case? Wasn't it you that had somebody call in with all these wild trafficking conspiracies in the Madeline Soto case? Wasn't that you? My name's Becky. I don't know who you're asking about the first name or not. My first name is Becky, yes. Isn't that fucking weird? Why is it T-Rev? Why does it happen to be T-Rev? Wait, I smell a whole fucking setup here.
All right, talk to me, brother.
I wanted to tell you a little bit about Chris.
Oh, he seems to be Unfazed by this. You tell me Chris Proudfoot's cousin's calling into a show and you don't have more of a reaction than this? It's because this is staged. 100% my opinion. You're not going to prove me otherwise, though.
Okay.
I'm literally his blood cousin. I live in Florida.
Who says I'm literally his blood cousin? I live in Florida. I mean, I love my Florida peeps. Kathy P knows that and a few others. But what the fuck? It's always a bad story when it starts off with a Florida man.
100% believe he did it.
Oh.
And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why we don't talk as family.
Oh, wait.
Chris, when he was younger, used to abuse animals.
Oh, huh. Sir, you're full of shit. And T-Rev, which one of your buddies was this?
Okay, he was weird. You want me to stop?
No,
never mind. They don't want me to say nothing, man.
Who don't want you to?
Is my name anonymous on this?
Are you anonymous on?
I'm already probably in too deep. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, you're in deep, brother.
Yeah. T-Rev's facial expressions shows it all. You're in deep. If you're anonymous and you're a cousin in Florida, guaranteed that fucking crazies like 1111 true crime have already ran your background. I mean,
I don't know what. I mean, what are you talking about? What this?
Yeah, Chris is weird, man. Chris is weird. He's my blood cousin. He's weird, dude.
He's my blood cousin. Not something typical that would be said. And why wouldn't this person be calling law enforcement to have this discussion instead of T-Rev757? This is all a setup, guys.
Period.
Damn.
Half of my family don't talk to him. He is totally weird. I can just tell you this because I know him and his girl. They're both really weird. I don't care if they were in the Navy, whatever. Let me tell you something.
Babe.
They are both narcissists. They are both whacked out of their minds. All they do is
true typical fashion, diagnosing people as a narcissist. Stop using that fucking term, you people. You don't even know what it means, and it's taking the definition and shitting it right down the toilet. Like, seriously, everybody is a narcissist with these people. Oh, Lord bless it.
They lie constantly, always have, to the entire family, you name it. Chris's mom's the same way.
Air Force vet. You would think so. This has to be a joke, right? Yeah, this is fully a setup, in my opinion. 100%. This is not genuine. This is all for a show. But why are they doing these shows? Why are they? There's a lot of deflection going on right now. We have Terry Lynn releasing a phone call from a month ago. She had it on her members only, who what we know is Chris didn't know he's being recorded. Now we know that she is recording these calls to help Nina with a child custody case against Chris. Now we have T-Rev out here, the PI calling in the night before last, then this last night. What are we doing here? We have pictures of possible sightings coming out. Something ain't making sense, people. And thank you for that, Air Force vet. There's so much going on and things are not adding up. We know that the PIs were affiliated with the RSO and the searches there. They've never came out and cleared that and told people, look, this should have never happened. We made an error in judgment. We had no idea. We didn't do our due diligence. RSOs have no business searching for minor. They didn't do any of that, but she loves T-Rev, right? I love you, T-Rev, like a little fangirl over there. Ooh.
My aunt, she's psycho. She's nuts. But I'm just letting you know that this dude would literally pull frogs apart, stick dead frogs in his mouth when we were younger, all types of crazy, nasty crap.
Pull dead frogs apart and stick frogs in your mouth. Okay, sounds like a typical boy growing up in the swamp. I'm sorry. What are we doing here?
He's weird, dude.
Frogs in his mouth.
Oh yeah. When we were younger. Oh yeah. Dude, let me just tell you this. We were 15 years old. He pooped on a mouse and he walked around with it on a stick and smelled it.
Don't worry. We're going to rewatch this whole thing again. Did you hear what he just said? He pooped on a mouse.
That's how weird Chris is.
T-Rev knew all about this call that was coming in. 100%. You'll never convince me otherwise. The first call off the top of the show, he opened the phone lines in me. None of this is his typical, except for setting people up with these crazy extreme theories. And then they get ran with like wildfire.
Smelling a pooped mouse that he pooped on.
That's crazy.
In front of like 4 other dudes.
Yes.
And his girl, to be honest, they are whacked out of their mind. I know for a fact she murdered her son. I can 1,000,000% guarantee it.
Factually speaking, that's a huge allegation. And we have no evidence to prove that whatsoever.
And he's helping her cover it up.
And we have no evidence to back that up either.
Guarantee it. They've planned this out. I know them very well. My mom said the same thing. They did it, man.
Damn. So you said you're who to him?
I'm his cousin.
You're his cousin?
Yep. Yep, I am his cousin. And to be honest, well, he's gonna know now.
Well, of course. I mean,
I don't really care. I haven't talked to him in 8 years. He's a scumbag, and I hope they get caught. And what I'm hearing is, just so you know, because my family's kind of a part of it.
Too?
Nope.
Okay.
Isn't it convenient that Seth's team has all this weird stuff going in? This is another one of Seth's team members. Don't forget that.
I've seen somebody
I've
else.
watched him plenty of times. I've actually messaged him to try to talk to him, but he's never responded.
Keebler.
But I can tell everybody this. The DA is on this. It is an investigation, and I can guarantee you they're going to have a circumstantial evidence case against these two, and they're going to go after them for murder. I can guarantee you 1,000,000% that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, I know.
But I got to go, man. Thank you. See ya.
All right, brother. Thank you. Shout out to him. I don't know. He seemed a little bit shaky on that, y'all. 219-885-9693. What a way to start out the show. I don't know if that was a troll or if he was real, to be honest with you. And that's why I didn't really say much.
No, that's why you knew what was going to happen there. Let's go back and listen to that again. Do you guys see why I'm so bothered by all this shit happening? Do you see why this is starting to get just to be even worse and worse by the time? Every day there's something worse. Wanda Life, yeah, I actually have confirmation that she is attempting to help Nina. That's why she's been recording Chris's calls. Irresponsible, absolutely savage, 100% agree. Jackie, it doesn't matter. This was all set up. It doesn't matter. This was set up for content. Sorry, it is what it is. T-Rev's as grimy as the rest. I don't care. T-Rev needs to be shut down from doing shit like this. Not canceled off YouTube. He needs to stop this shit. This is a missing child. This is a missing child. Yeah, this was all. It is convenient that every one of these high-profile cases, T-Rev has something like this happen. You can't overlook it. It is what it is. This is fucking disgusting, though. How many of you have seen this? Put a 1 in the chat if you'd seen this before, and put a 2 in the chat if you have not seen this. Please and thank you. I just want to see how many people are seeing what. Keisha, are you still trying to get my attention? Here we go. Can I ask what makes you any different from the others you call out? Yeah, first of all, I don't milk and exploit fucking minor children that are missing and run with rumors and speculation. You're perpetuating the same narrative by replaying their content. No, bitch, that's far from what I'm doing. I don't know if you really just decided today was your day to get attention or what, but I'm replaying what they're doing and correcting the narrative and pointing out the fucking fuckery that's going on in an active missing child. I'm sorry that fails to whoop right over your head, but this probably won't be the place for you. So say all you want. You can continue on, but you've had enough attention today. Yeah, they prey on missing children. They don't care. You haven't seen it? A lot of you haven't seen it. Majority of you haven't seen it. Yeah, this shit's wild. This shit is too far. True crime comedy chat. It is. I know. Keisha's back, Thor. Is that CJ? Thor, did you give Keisha the hammer too? Groundbreaking information, right? Yeah, Savage, this is terrible. Oh, guaranteed it's not his cousin, Darby. I guarantee it's one of T-Rev's buddies. Yeah. Jen Lou, you're good. You're good. Oh, of course. Yeah, Jules, he said he knew him well, but hasn't spoken to him in 8 years. Right, exactly. Good point. Yeah. The math ain't mathin'. Right, Air Force vet. Good question. I don't know. We'll get into it again. We're going to watch it again. I just really wanted to see what you guys. It's so crazy to me because there's so much going on out here. It's impossible to keep up with everything that's going on and the rate of misinformation. And this is already spreading. They're already spreading. They're already going all over with this stuff. Okay. We're going to keep on. Chico, you've been hollering and getting us the attention. Chico has been doing great. Yeah. Chico and Kathy P have been talking about the 40 other missing in Tennessee that none of these people will even remotely talk about. But okay, let's watch this again. All right. Point out things that you see wrong with this right off the bat. First and foremost, watch his shiftiness. He opens the show with a call-in like that. That's not his typical style. Yes, he does call-ins, but not this quick off the jump and not the first caller that pops in. This was, in my opinion, again, extremely staged. This is somebody that set this up. I feel the same way about the Madeline Soto case when he had that person call in that supposedly had all these connections to the trafficking rings and all that stuff. The Idaho 4, there was a, tell me in the chat all the ones you guys remember with him and the big controversial call-ins that everybody used for content afterwards.
And names, Diane, what's going on? Robin, welcome to the stream. The Purple, nice to see you. I'm about to open up the lines from the jump because I definitely want to hear from you guys and what your thoughts are, maybe what you've been seeing around when it, whoa. Damn, can't even talk. But it's all right though. 239, what's on your mind? Talk to me.
Hello?
What's going on, brother? How you doing tonight?
Listen, man, I've been trying to get in touch with you. This is Chris Proudfoot's cousin.
Okay. Talk to me, brother.
I wanted to tell you a little bit about Chris.
Okay. Let's hear.
I'm literally his blood cousin.
Mm-hmm.
I live in Florida. I 100% believe he did it. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why we don't talk as family. Chris, when he was younger, used to abuse animals. Okay? He was weird.
Notice how this caller doesn't say a single thing about Sebastian either. He goes right into character assassination of Chris. Isn't that ironic? Here, meanwhile, T-Rev757 claims that he is a part of Seth's team. He's been fielding calls and tips for Seth. We know that. They've talked about it. We've seen it happen. The PI was just on here. And now you're going to let somebody come in being on Seth's team when you know that supposedly Seth is attempting to work with them. And let somebody just slander him about things that would have nothing to do with the disappearance of Sebastian anyways. This is just pure character assassination once again.
You want me to stop?
No,
never mind. They don't want me to say nothing, man.
Who don't want you to?
Is my name anonymous on this?
Are you what?
Duchess, right there. Let me pin Duchess's comment. Yeah, none of this is factual. There is no evidence to prove that any of this is legit. There you go.
Anonymous.
I'm already probably in too deep. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, you're in deep, brother. I don't know what. I mean, what are you talking about? What this?
Yeah, Chris is weird, man. Chris is weird. He's my blood cousin. He's weird, dude. Period.
Damn.
Half of my family don't talk to him. He is totally weird. I can just tell you this because I know him and his girl. They're both really weird. I don't care if they were in the Navy, whatever. Let me tell you something. They are both narcissists. They are both whacked out of their minds. All they do is they lie constantly, always have, to the entire family, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
Chris's mom's the same way. My aunt, she's psycho. She's nuts. But I'm just letting you know that this dude would literally pull frogs apart, stick dead frogs in his mouth when we were younger, all types of crazy, nasty crap. He's weird, dude.
Frogs in his mouth?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, when we were younger. Oh yeah. Dude, let me just tell you this. We were 15 years old. He pooped on a mouse, and he walked around with it on a stick and smelled it. That's how weird Chris is. Smelling a pooped mouse that he pooped on.
That's crazy.
In front of like 4 other dudes.
Yeah.
And his girl, to be honest, they are whacked out of their mind. I know for a fact she murdered her son. I can 1,000,000% guarantee it. And he's helping her cover it up. Guarantee it. They planned this out. I know them very well. My mom said the same thing. They did it, man.
Again, none of this is factually true. This was all set up, in my opinion. This is all for content, clicks, and views. Meanwhile, the PI who's supposed to be working with the biologic father is calling into shows like this, and then the next night this is going on. Make it make sense, people. This is absolutely ridiculous. Shouldn't be happening. This is a missing 15-year-old child. They've made it into a game. This is disgusting.
Damn. So you said you're who to him?
I'm his cousin.
You're his cousin?
Yep.
Blood cousin. What?
Yep, I am his cousin. And to be honest, well, he's gonna know now.
Well, of course. I mean,
I don't really care. I haven't talked to him in 8 years. He's a scumbag, and I hope they.
He hasn't talked to him in 8 years. Let's do some quick math. Sebastian is 15 years old. He hasn't talked to Chris in 8 years. Chris and Katie have been together for how long, chat? All right, maybe I should ask, when was Seth and Katie's divorce? Do the math, people. Look at the dates. Use your brains. This factually isn't even... He wouldn't know Katie.
They get caught in... What I'm hearing is, just so you know, because my family's kind of a part of it.
Too?
Yeah.
Nope.
7
Okay.
years, yeah.
I've seen somebody
I've
else.
watched him plenty of times. I've actually messaged him to try to talk to him, but he's never responded. But I can tell everybody this. The DA is on this. It is an investigation, and I can guarantee you they're going to have a circumstantial evidence case against these two, and they're going to go after them for murder.
Okay, first and foremost, it's an open investigation. It's not a criminal investigation, and that's some pretty hefty allegations.
I can guarantee you 1,000,000% that's exactly what's happening. But I got to go, man. Thank you. See ya.
All right, brother. Thank you. Shout out to him. I don't know. He seemed a little bit shaky on that, y'all. 219-885-9693. What a way to start out the show. I don't know if that was a troll or if he was real, to be honest with you. And that's why I didn't really say much. Oh, my goodness.
You didn't say much because you knew it was coming. You already knew what the dude was going to say. Convince me elsewise. You'll never. This was all set up.
I don't know. Personally, you never know who these people are that call in. You just never do. You never do. He said if this is real, he should go to law enforcement, not YouTube. Agree, Rosie. I definitely agree with that. Lord, help this mess. I don't know what just happened, but maybe you can help me put that together. I guess that's how the shows are starting. Damn, 732. I'm on with you. Talk to me. 732. You there? Can you hear me?
Fucking great.
Oh, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear. How are you doing tonight? First of all,
what is going on? What a start.
I don't know.
What a start.
Let us start. Yeah, shocker, right? Just T-Rev's greatest hits here. This is. Oh, chasing back in the beginning of this. She just heard the PI say, T-Rev, I love you. Oh. T-Rev and Trev Time are two different people. I don't know if what's going on here. Okay. You guys got it now? You want to hear the PI part again? Hold on. Let me go back to that for a minute before we move. This is too much, you guys. Way too much here going on. Way too much. Okay. Let's go back to this. StreamYard. Okay.
Thing. And when I seen this, that's what gave me that hope. I'm like, wow, a lot of us could be wrong. This looks like him.
Yep.
We're gonna.
I don't know. This feels like appreciate everybody who came by the stream.
Oh.
But a RV? I'm not seeing no RV.
You know, I heard you say you have a video, and he says I got you. I got the number. I heard you say you have a video, and he says his son sounds exactly like him, and he said his son is autistic, and he's got 2 sons. He said
this goes back to the night before last. So 2 nights ago, this what happened. This is Heather Cohen, Seth's PI, one of the 2. Then last night, the call from the cousin.
18 and 19, and it could have been either one of them. And his son lives with him, and he said if he finds out that his son called in and said something like that, he's gonna whoop his ass.
Damn.
But yeah,
T-Rev and Trev Time. I don't know what's going on or who's confused by that. Totally 2 different people. T-Rev757 and Trev Time are 2 different. Trev Time is the one that is taking a break or leaving YouTube to do other things. T-Rev757 is this grifting, grinding scumbucket. He is part of Upchurch's group, really grew during Kylie Rodney and exploiting that. Any of you that support this shit and then smile in people like Ikmel and Xana and all Xana May's faces after what Upchurch and his cronies like this did in the Kylie Rodney case, on top of the Rodneys themselves who are currently in active litigation with Upchurch because of how much they did to their family.
Yeah, but I'm like, dude, like it was you, man. Like it's your voice. He said that he does believe he saw her car on the side of the road. He was driving by. He was half asleep. It was 6 o'clock in the morning. It was a grayish blue Infiniti. He said he couldn't put his hand on the Bible and swear that it was her, but that he does think that it's her, but he never said that he has a video.
Wow. That's crazy. He said it right here on the live. If it is his voice.
Yeah. It was the same voice. It was the same. He says his son sounds just like him, and he says he told his son about it. So maybe it was his son. And he says if it was his son, then he's going to whip his ass because he never said nothing about a video.
Oh my goodness. He absolutely said it here live.
Isn't it funny how she just said somebody said they were going to whoop somebody's ass, but Lord forbid if that was Chris, they would have had a heyday. But this is Seth's PI. We overlooked that stuff.
Whoever that was, whether it's his son or
yeah,
him.
I mean, I heard it, but I just I've worked cases in the past under the capacity of a podcaster, and when I work cases like that, like the Swift case, for anybody that's done any digging into me, like when I don't have a client and I'm not working it necessarily as a PI, I can be more, open about my thoughts and feelings and opinions. In this particular case, I'm working as a PI, and therefore I have to be more professional about keeping my thoughts and opinions and, all that to myself. So I'm only going to speak on facts.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are going to talk a lot. Trail Cam, yeah, he did.
Isn't it really ironic though, the 2 situations? We'll be done with this because I played it already in the beginning. If you haven't seen this whole thing, you can rewind and watch the whole thing. But I just wanted to kind of balance this out here a little bit. So you've got 2 nights in a row, the PI calling in. Meanwhile, there's a potential sighting that they're going around. Now you've got tips being filled. All of this just is bad. This all is horrible. But now we're going to switch gears once again because we're not done yet. We are not even remotely done. And who do you think's next? On the Wheel of Fortune. Looky here. J is for something. Okay. So what we are going to look at is Jay's rendition of Terry Lynn's phone call. So Terry Lynn recorded this phone call March 21st, 2024. This was released the day after the Web Sleuths interview to paint a narrative against Chris. The reason why this phone call was recorded, you might be able to pick up some of it. Terry Lynn actually released the call herself. We're not going to watch this full thing because it's 2 hours, but I want you to get a gist of what's going on. We're going to probably skip closer to the end on a lot of this because of what Jay says. But again, this is becoming just disgusting. This all falls under fair use. This is for commentary purposes. This is based on my opinion only of the bullshit they're doing. Way to go. Hit that 100K sub followers by doing the grimiest shit on YouTube. I mean, pat yourself on the back. I'm sure that silver plaque's going to look real good after explaining a minor. Cool.
All right. Well, let's listen to this call. This is Terry Lynn and Proudfoot. And this is March 21st.
Hold on. We've got a visitor right quick. He just went and dressed up for the occasion. I hate that. Get that off. That looks terrible. Don't hit your head on the desk. Kyle's getting into gear. Like he went and found his Cheech and Chong tank top and his beanie. He's getting into the zone.
Mm-hmm.
Please, Lord, don't ever look like that again.
All right.
That's scary. Okay. Somebody take him away. He's starting to try and look like these people. Kyle comes up missing. You know why? Just
go back. What is
I don't want our intro. Okay.
Because we were told not to. In fact, they were here at the house today. We reconfirmed. What can we say? What can't we say? Guess what?
But y'all been saying it. Here's my point.
No, we haven't. I have not given you specifics.
Okay, but y'all listen, you gave specifics tonight. What were they? The glasses.
Actually, go back and rewind, and you might want to listen again. I didn't say shit.
I didn't say you did.
Okay, from my understanding, just once again to clarify the details of this, she recorded this call. She had been having phone calls with Chris. Yes, I have this confirmed in multiple different ways. Other people in the chat have also emailed and posted the proof with her. She had been talking to him and recording phone calls. I'm not sure if he was aware that she was recording them right off the bat, but it has came out that she is attempting. She mentioned a lawsuit in my chat the other day when I went off the deep end. This is why I went off the deep end. This whole thing, what you guys are about to see, is why I ripped her up one side and down the other when she came in here. But she mentioned a lawsuit, and I was asking around, like, what lawsuit is she talking about? She going to attempt to help Seth sue Chris and Katie? Like, I couldn't figure it out. No, come to find out that she's linked up with Nina. Terry Lynn is a part of Seth's team. She's been on the ground searching. That's one thing I will say about her. She does go out there, but she films it all for content. But then she releases this call after the web sleuth thing. And this is supposedly in some way, shape, or form part of what they're trying to do to help Nina in the custody case.
What about the glasses?
What is reading glasses? Is that what you're referring to?
Didn't your wife say she found them or has them?
No. No.
So
isn't it magical too that Seth found the reading glasses? And again, supposedly found a pair of glasses. We know that they're not Sebastian's, but had the location was in the Proudfoot, Chris's parents' area. Isn't that weird to anybody else? I find that just to be suspicious as hell.
Well, hold on. Let me just for the record.
All right.
Okay.
Might want to.
While that was going on,
mm-hmm.
and I'm sure if you go back and watch, you'll be able to see what I'm going to.
Trust me, I will.
Mine, I dropped out several times.
Sheila, of course, you know I love you. You can have that pleasure anytime. She is nasty, vile, something else. If you guys are playing with her, just know that she is dirty, dirty, dirty. She is from the 90-day community, and she records everything. You get on the phone call with her. She has done some dirty, dirty shit. And that's not from my perspective or a personal opinion. Again, nothing personal. I've just seen a lot of videos on her.
Mm-hmm.
In that interview.
I seen that because you were getting hit with hard questions. But like I said, I'm not the weak people. You chose the weak people.
Oh my God.
Listen, you can, oh my God, but you're not going to pull this shit.
I'm not pulling
you
shit.
You can't control the narrative.
I'm not trying to control your narrative.
It's not my narrative. It's the truth. Aliens don't abduct kids. Shit.
No shit.
Well,
hello. We agree on that. I'm so glad we can agree.
I am too, sir.
But what we're not agreeing on is I'm trying to explain to you something, and Well, strong women. Okay, I don't give a shit. Strong women.
Oh, I know you don't. I know you don't. Trust and believe. I know that about you. I know you like weak ones because you cannot control the narrative.
Okay.
That's my wife.
There's no narrative to control.
Absolutely not. There is. Not with me. There isn't. Because I can't.
There's no narrative period to control.
Okay. So.
Period.
She told about the glasses. So go back for yourself on that. And why? And let me ask you this: why in the hell would you put your hands on a child with a belt?
One lick on the bottom on the outside of his clothes is
15 years old.
He wasn't 15.
You said he was.
Pay attention. No, he never did. He never gave an age. Factually speaking, he never said that he did it when he was 15 years old. He's 15 currently. It's amazing to me, the narratives that they have tried to push. And bitch, you better not be referring to Duchess this week, because I have a feeling she's sweet and Southern and all, but I have a feeling that's not what you would get if you crossed her.
No, I didn't. Did not say he was 15.
Yes.
Y'all need to go back clean.
Oh my! No, you need to listen. 6 different stories. I don't need to clean a damn thing, sir.
Well,
maybe you need to get that notebook.
Stories have not fucking changed.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
He's dropping
Stop. Yes. Are you?
You need it.
Oh my God!
I can tell you your stories. Why are you so? Listen.
Jay sounds so outraged. Bullshit.
If you can tell me my stories,
why the hell are
you can't?
Why are you so upset?
Because you are sitting here trying to steer in.
No, because I'm not some little wimpy woman that's taking your bullshit that you want to control.
Here's my issue right off the bat. This is a stepfather of a missing child. Why the berating him? This isn't an interview, people. This is how she would talk to a 90 Day Fiance cast member, trying to get them to slip up, trying to get them to admit things. This supposedly, I'm not sure if this is one of these calls that she recorded was right after the interview with Smiley's World, Slimy herself.
It's not even controlling. You aren't even putting the right information out.
No, you didn't, dumbass. Hell, we didn't even know if he was verbal. Jesus. You don't even hear
I didn't
yourself.
say a fucking thing to you about him being verbal or not verbal.
She is just intensified. She is, my opinion, take it for what it is. But they are trying to push Chris over the edge to get him to snap. That has been, I see this in all of this. I'm sorry, I can't unsee it. And I hope you guys are realizing why I'm saying this. They are trying to push Chris and Katie over the edge to get a reaction out of them.
Go back and watch all your fucking shit again and double check your
My
fucking
shit?
information before you
the
accuse
shit
somebody.
that spewed from y'all's mouths.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Go back and watch your shit again.
Not my shit. You want me to play it for you? I'll pull it on my
please.
phone.
Play it where I say that Sebastian's nonverbal. Please say it.
No, I said
Play
you didn't even put it out there.
Play it. You said you got it. Play
Oh my
it.
God, you don't listen. Why are you yelling, honey? You
Because you don't listen.
No,
Once again, you're trying
why
to
are you
steer a narrative
so upset?
the way you want to.
Why are you so upset?
I would be upset too when you're berating. He's trying to answer questions and tell you, answer the question. You won't even let him talk. This is not how people are treated. They have a missing child. It should be about what can we do to help find him. There's a whole list of questions that anybody could ask. Like I gave you guys a whole bunch of them the other day. There's things that I would love to be able to ask about Sebastian to get awareness about Sebastian. This ain't it. This is to intentionally cause chaos, in my opinion. And you can see it was weaponized. This is over a month old. Then they just release it for content. This is narrative painting. This is to intentionally push Chris to get him to snap.
Because you don't fucking
And why
listen.
wouldn't you have your boots on the ground? Why wouldn't
What do you mean boots on the fucking ground?
What? Well, honey, don't you know what that means?
Yeah.
Calm your tits. It's okay. It's gonna be all right. Calm down.
Yeah, we'll see.
Calm down. I mean, it's not going to always work out your way. Life just doesn't always work out your way.
Yeah,
Trust me.
a little proud of
I
it.
can't wait for this to be over with and we find out that we get all the answers.
to.
Because when we do, let me ask you a question.
What?
When we get the answers.
What? You want me to apologize to you?
You're going to go public and apologize?
Let me tell you something,
Are you going to go public and
with
apologize?
your mouth, it'll be a cold day in hell.
Exactly.
Until you tell me that
they won't admit that they're wrong, even when it comes out. And I'll be honest, they won't admit, nor will they apologize to them. This is all intentional for content. They don't have any intention. They were trying to amp him up to say he's all these things. The more I hear him, the more I'm like, I don't blame him at all for the reactions he's been having whatsoever.
the truth is stop being a narcissistic piece of shit asshole talking to me like that. Hell no. Never.
Look in the fucking mirror. It's not real hard.
Hey, you better
Just
point.
say it.
Listen, you know when you point a finger like you're doing right now, tell me to look in the mirror. Hey, turn around. You got 3 more pointing at you. I'm not the one being scrutinized by the nation. You are.
I'm not worried about the fucking
You
nation.
should
That's where you're
be.
wrong.
You should be out there looking for Sebastian.
We have been.
Bullshit.
Why are you saying bullshit?
Because it's bullshit.
Are you holding our hands? Are you
Do
walking
you need
around
your hands
town with
held,
us?
sweetie?
No, I'm asking you. You're
I'm
saying
asking-
this,
hey,
then where's your evidence?
Do you
Where
need
is your evidence?
Where's yours? Do you need your hands held?
Oh, I've got evidence.
Where's Sebastian? Do you need your hands held?
Good question. And when you have that answer, let me know, and we can tell the local law enforcement.
Why
to
did
go
you
get him.
really not attend those vigils? 3 vigils.
It's actually 4, and see, that's where you're wrong.
Well, I'm talking about the first 3.
Well, see, now you're saying the first 3. So
Stop,
if you're gonna
listen.
talk, make sure you got
Deflection,
your facts right. That's what I'm
deflection,
telling you.
deflection.
It's not
Clear-
deflection.
Yes, it is. It's deflection, clearly. Why can't you just answer the questions?
The first 2 vigils,
'Cause I said
like
you
I
couldn't.
told y'all, it's real simple. The first 2 vigils, we were sitting here with law enforcement in the house.
Right. Okay. Law enforcement. The next was what?
The third one,
Second.
actually, I'm explaining to you all 4 vigils.
I'm talking about the first, second, and third.
Okay, the first and second one. First one was when was day 1, day 2, right here at Stafford and Kelvin. We still had law enforcement in the house.
Okay.
Second one, we still had law enforcement here at the house.
Okay. What? Okay.
Is he
The
yelling?
If you're
third
not
one.
okay, what does that matter? So what?
Because you're asking the fucking
But
question.
my
I'm
point
giving
is,
you an
you have
answer.
law enforcement at your house. Why would you? That's great. I would want them there where you can go to the vigil, right?
No, we couldn't.
Have you guys heard this? Most of you have probably heard this already, right? Dutchie, are you still in here? I think Duchess is going live, and if she's doing an update, maybe we'll end this and go over to her because I'm so sick of this shit. I'm so sick of this, y'all. Let me go check right quick. Like this, my blood's boiling. This is why I went off the rails the other day when she came in my chat. What a dirty, grimy bitch. Right? This is terrible. This is horrible. She's 1844. Okay. And we're going to listen to it for another 15 minutes and then I'm going to end. We'll do this. We'll finish this tomorrow, but I want people to go support Duchess because she's actually going to talk about Sebastian. Sebastian, who is the missing child. This is like...
we could not go to the vigil.
So they
and
said,
then on the third one.
You can't go.
Third one.
You can't go. Y'all cannot go to this vigil.
See, this is the problem.
No, it just makes no sense. But anyways, the second one
I don't need the fucking peanut gallery. You wanted answers. I told
listen,
you.
sir, I'm not far from the fucking peanut gallery. Try
well,
again.
Then once again,
the second
you
one.
wanted to ask questions. I agreed to answer your questions. I can't answer your questions.
I'll tell you nothing would have stopped me. I would be hollering from the rooftop. Sorry. But anyways, the second one.
Hi, baby. I see you on your mama's account. I hope you had a good day at school today.
But it's not your son. I need to remind myself of that. I'm sorry.
No, there's not minors in here. She's just took her mom's phone for 1 second, so leave it alone.
My stepson, and I treat him just like he's my son.
Not really, but keep going.
Well, that's what y'all think.
There's no
And what
y'all.
you think,
I'm only one person. I'm one. I'm me.
Exactly.
Next.
So the third vigil, the one that was supposed to be.
Look how giddy Jay is. Look how giddy she is. Scumbags.
Done outside of our house. That my entire neighborhood was like, no, we're not doing that because we don't have a way. If we get all these people here, what if we need emergency vehicles in and out of here? We can't. I said, well.
It is
They said, we'll have it moved. Okay, well, we'll reach out.
Bullhorn,
And it got moved?
she's going to love that neighborhood. Hell, she loves things like this. She lives for it.
Threatening with Bullhorn Betty.
Didn't y'all? You should have been reading that chat. I told you, read the chat. You didn't listen.
What chat? That's what I'm asking you.
You were just in Smiley's earlier, correct?
And once again, I told you I couldn't see a chat. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you're saying read the chat. I couldn't read it.
That's Jay. Jay for Justice giggling.
Well, could have and can.
That's before Chris became a clicker.
I literally could not read the chat.
He couldn't read it? Or did he not want to admit he read it?
And that answer has not changed. I told you that from the beginning. I could not read the chat.
Okay. Is there a reason that, let me ask you this, is there a reason why you will not go on certain people's panels? And when I say panel, I mean on their YouTube channel. When you go up, it's a panel.
So give me a person. Give me a name.
Well, I mean, I know you won't go on JLRs until it maybe gets.
And I think I have a pretty good reason for that one.
Why would you go on JLRs? Seriously. Why?
Your reason again.
Well, that's between me and him.
He's
That's
not a
really
bad guy.
business.
Listen, the man's not that bad.
That's between me and him.
The man's not that bad. He trolled a school shooting. He involved himself in. The man's not that bad.
He's not that bad.
He's not a bad guy.
Really?
No, he's not.
Okay.
He really isn't that bad. Just give him a chance. I think y'all
give
should
him a
talk
chance.
Just talk it out. Sure. Just talk it out.
Well, I have not said no. Absolutely not going to happen. I've not said that yet. Everybody's trying to talk me into it. I'm taking into consideration. That's a fair answer. Wouldn't you say?
I mean, I think so.
Dude, he is a psycho. He is
Now,
a
how
dangerous
about,
person.
He's a psycho and a dangerous person, according to Jay for Justice.
Let me ask you, what do you think about a polygraph? Would you take one?
All day long.
Okay. You think your wife would?
I know she has, so I don't really care.
I mean, I'm just asking if she would, if you think she would.
She did.
I don't know if she did or not. I'm asking you.
Well, I'm telling
He answered the question. She did.
you, she did.
Okay, I thought, okay, let me ask you this. Right here. I thought you took one.
Negative. And that's where everybody's.
No, but can I, okay.
JLR gets things done. I would want him on my side. Yeah, if you're cool with people involving themselves with active, school shootings and people going through the worst times in their life. I mean, hell, I guess.
I thought you, and I'll show you. If I need to see, I'll send it to you where you said you did.
No, somebody asked me this a question.
Yes, and I've got that.
Hold on. The question got asked. Have y'all taken a polygraph? Yes.
And pass with flying colors, he said.
I didn't specify who took the polygraph.
Hold on, I'm going to get it for you. Hold on.
I didn't specify who took it. He is such an asshole.
Don't take it wrong. We should have done this in person.
Well, listen.
What?
I mean, do you mean it? I'll start a live stream right now.
No. I said in person.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to scare you. I knew I would scare you.
You ain't gonna scare me. That's why I'm saying we should have done this in person.
And why not? And why not take what? Listen, why not take one and rule yourself out? That's not the
what.
So hold on,
because you did state. I'm gonna pull this up.
They make this into a huge big ordeal that some way, shape, or form he's threatening her or flirting with her. Really, realistically, what I take from this is that she wouldn't be acting this way if they were face to face, because he's not going to change his answers face to face or on the phone or anything, because this is where he stands. He's been pretty clear and consistent across the board.
Pull this screenshot I've got up because I do have
it. And your question,
that was so creepy.
You just asked me why I wouldn't take a polygraph.
Because you stated you did. So why don't you just
negative?
Do it?
Negative.
Just do
the
it,
question.
Do it. Okay, I'm gonna pull it where you did.
No, the question.
There was nothing creepy about that.
Came out. Did y'all take a polygraph?
Who was that person? And no, it was you, and it said passed. And then it stated another time.
Somebody asked, has there been a polygraph taken, and what were the results?
Pervy.
Taken, yes. Passed, yes.
And now Jay for Justice says he's pervy. He's pervy.
He's pervy.
And then somebody replies back, well, you don't get the interest of the polygraph right away. Actually,
I find it really ironic that these people are so giddy and so excited over the fact of a missing child and then berating the stepfather who was factually known to be in a different location at the time of his disappearance. I can't, there's nothing about this that I can be okay with. Sorry. I stand by everything I said to fucking Terry Lynn the other day. Scum sucking, bottom feeding bitch.
You do.
He told Smiley not to turn on.
I mean,
turn it off.
It don't matter. I mean, like I said,
well, no, I'm not saying that like no, wait, stop. I'm not saying that to be an asshole. I'm saying they're not invisible anyways. But I'm saying
say you were.
No, but I don't know how to read you. I don't know how to read you.
You were wrong on that.
No, you're very condescending. You are. You're an asshole.
Ooh, that will scare somebody.
I mean, you can.
I'm an asshole. Don't get me wrong. I'm an asshole to boot.
Oh, I know you're an asshole. You're a major asshole. But do you bother me? No.
I'm an asshole. I mean
I can handle you all day long, and we could keep.
I
can go all night, and we could do this back and forth right here, and you won't win. You will never win. Trust me, you'll not.
This is why I said this.
We'll never win. What the fuck is there to win? They've got a missing child. This isn't a game. They have a missing child.
This would have been great to do in person.
You couldn't handle it.
Why not? You kidding me?
Trust me, I know you could. You don't know me very well.
Once again, this would be fun to do in person.
Oh my God.
You have no clue.
I don't need to know you.
That's true.
Dear God in heaven.
Correct. Keep that in mind and remember that.
Okay.
Now let me find this.
Dear God in heaven.
Calm down. Take deep breaths.
All right, so do this. While you're doing that, what's your next question?
We're going to get to this one first.
She's waiting for the chat to feed her more because, members only live.
Elizabeth?
It's going to be okay. Why?
I'm just asking.
I do have a weird question for you. What the hell did you write this stupid shit? That is really just, to me, I don't know what to think of it, but I do.
Look at the comments she's pinning. Sexual tension. This guy is a psycho.
The idea that someone hurt Sebastian and threw him into a wet, fresh paved driveway is funny. Ain't nothing funny about that, by the way.
Sure it is, because if you understand.
No, it's not.
Concrete. Hold on. You're asking me. I'm trying to give you an answer.
Your word.
So either let me answer.
No, you're going to let me finish reading this. To bury a body in concrete, it would need to be at least 12 inches thick. Secondly, you have to smooth out the concrete and finish it before it's dried. All of that is done while the concrete is poured and being set.
Correct.
I don't even think like that.
That's probably true, Jessica, because honestly, they don't get money off with live shows. It's not as high in replay watchers. So as far as ad monetization, it's pretty much irrelevant for a lot of these bigger live stream creators like this. His money making is super chats, cash apps, PayPal, merch, music, that bullshit. So I wouldn't be shocked by that.
You shouldn't have.
Because I'm in the construction.
I know you're in construction, but it doesn't matter. Why are we even thinking
And in essence, his monetization is still on because they're able to send super chats and stuff. What he's talking about is he doesn't go in and turn the ads on. I'm not shocked by that.
Like this. What the hell?
Because I'm laying the facts out for somebody who doesn't understand it.
You're welcome.
That's real simple.
That's real.
Your average driveway is only 4 inches thick in concrete.
Okay, you don't even have to go any further. I don't even understand why we're even having the conversation.
You brought it up.
Because you wrote the shit. That's just crazy.
Because of what somebody put on there.
Because people were claiming, oh my God. So he's factually stating, like, in order to even have that possible, concrete has to be.
Gave him an answer. You think it's false? I mean, by all means, ask around.
I don't think about burying bodies in concrete, so that's not my.
I don't either. I just simply said.
No, but you know, apparently, you know how thick it has to be. Is what I'm saying, not me. I mean, that's my point. Shit. If you get my.
Okay, well, I got your drift.
Yeah.
I can't stand this one.
I'm not saying you did that. I'm just saying that was a little bit.
I know. I got what you were saying.
I'm like, what the hell? I wouldn't have wrote that.
Well, okay.
Okay, let's see. Okay, it says, let's see. Have you both taken a polygraph test? And if so, what were the results? Yes, and the results are passed. Why would you even say that?
Because they asked the question.
Why'd you lie?
Okay, and this, it says, Chris states he took and passed a polygraph.
Anybody, I'm going to fast forward it. We'll watch this. Maybe we'll watch this. Well, probably not tomorrow because I have a lot going on tomorrow, but probably Friday. We'll watch the rest of it, but I'm going to fast forward to the end. We will catch the middle to Friday. We only have like 6 minutes that I'm going to go on for any longer because I want you guys to go tune in to Duchess because the focus has been so far off Sebastian, and Duchess does a great job of bringing it back to awareness of Sebastian. So.
I thought we could have one. And no bullshit. I actually.
There's a part
him
of
and his friend
that Jay says she can't wait for him to be in prison.
Oh yeah, he's getting flirty. He's gone from flirty to mad to inquisitive to giggly, back to mad, then back to flirting. Then he got in bed and tried to get a little sexy. He was yawning, but he still wasn't giving up hope. He knows she's local, and he knows.
I pinned it, Nisi.
He's trying to get a little something, something.
This is a stepfather of a missing child, a father of a missing child. What?
Him and his friend Julio coming into some live stream on YouTube to say, Chris Proudfoot's a good guy. Get the hell out of here.
But I almost broke down and bought this cat for him because he wanted a cat so damn bad.
I got a cat for him. I've got little Ben Jr. He's black. He's beautiful. He's sexy. Almost as sexy as Kevin.
That's going to go to his dad's house.
No,
but
actually, no.
There you go. Allergic to the truth.
But I almost broke down and bought him a cat. And then, sure as shit, they got in trouble.
I'll sell him Ben Jr. You'll love him.
So we didn't buy the cat, but I mean, oh man, I was close.
How much was the cat?
Hell, I don't remember. It was at a reptile show. So
a reptile show.
A what?
I'm good.
Reptile show?
Maybe I just put Chico's link in the chat.
Well, actually, it was the exotic pet show. It wasn't a reptile show.
What kind of reptile?
All right, y'all. I can't listen to any more of this. I genuinely can't. I'm tapped out. I'm gonna lose my shit today. Truly, Jay gets so bad in this. It's so bad. And then she's got another video. I'll save her mostly for tomorrow. But yeah, it was WFLA. Oh yeah, true crime. It's bad, you guys. It's so bad. It's worse. They like cheer about him potentially going to prison. And this has gone from every one of the scum sucking channels. Spanky, Brittany J, Smiley, Slimey's World. All of them have been using this. This was completely done intentionally. This was recorded on March 21st. I said May 21st. March 21st. The web sleuth interview happened. There's been all sorts of deflection and BS going on. We've seen the PIs doing a bunch of shit. We've seen all these people supposedly on T-Rev, channel doing shit. Seth's team. Here's Seth's team. This is Seth's team. Terry Lynn's part of that team. She's recording phone calls to try and help Nina with the custody battle. Like, y'all, this is just too far. This is just beyond too far. They have a missing loved one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Scott, she won't listen to anybody. The whole fucking camera's moving. The whole camera's moving. You can tell the whole camera's moving because it's so distorted because they're zooming in. And I'm not good with that shit. Go watch Gray. Go watch Gray debunk that shit. Truly. Even if you don't like Gray, go watch Gray debunk that shit because he factually walks you through how all of the shadows, everything. I'm not as tech savvy with that shit, but you can tell the whole entire camera's moving. Then it's somebody recording a video of a video. So somebody recorded that video. So then they zoom in. It's all absolutely Lucky Bamboo. You can think that, but when it comes to breaking down the video itself, Gray breaks it down. Jay completely is distorting people's perception, making it seem like there is some sort of altercation going on in the background. It's disgusting. Yeah, you can think whatever you want about him, but when it comes to factual stuff and trying to make people see what's not there, this is just not it. It's disgusting. You can have your personal feelings about Gray as a person. I don't care. When it comes to that, Jay has completely just ran and just creating shit. So, yeah, yes. Yeah, Jess, I just called you Jess. Jessica, yes, he's got a great video. Yeah, again, everybody has different likes and dislikes, but when it comes to factual, like he walks it through. So please go get your details from somebody like that who can actually show you what you're looking at in the video. We'll be back. Tomorrow I have a really busy day, so I probably won't be here tomorrow. I have 3 appointments back to back. But I will see you guys Friday again. I hope you guys all go join me on Duchess and we can get some information about Sebastian and what we can do to keep awareness out here about Sebastian because Sebastian is lost in all of this. So the link is pinned for Duchess's channel. Let me drop it one more time for you guys. Please join us over there. You guys, this is just too far. Too far. Thank you once again to all my amazing mods. All of you out here doing amazing work trying to make this factual and back to the point. I appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, this is too much. Absolutely. I will see you guys all soon. There's a link again for Duchess the stream. It should take you right there. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Thanks for joining me. Bye, y'all.